Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I want to share with you a great program if you're looking to buy your first home and you're in that kind of lower home price point. I want to share with you a program that you could benefit from where you could buy a really nice home for a very discounted price. The name of the program is called First Homes. They are a community land trust, and I think it's a program that many people often don't know about, but they could really benefit from. Now, before we start going into more details about this program, I just want to let you know that it's a limited program. It's not like there's hundreds of homes available that are part of this program. And usually, when these homes come out, they usually go fairly quickly. So, if at the end of this video, if this is something that you're interested in and you want to learn more, the sooner you get started in like the process of understanding the program, talking to an agent, and kind of getting things rolling, the better, because like I said, there's not like there's tons of these homes available. So the first thing I will say about this program is when you buy a house through this community land trust called First Homes, you're buying the property. You have access to the house. You can do whatever you want basically in your backyard, front yard. I mean, obviously you can do anything that would be like considered normal improvements, mowing the lawn. You can put plants, landscaping, things like that. But with this program, you don't own the land, you lease it. And oftentimes, when people hear this, they kind of get scared. They're like, well, if I don't own the land, I don't want anything to do with it because I want to be the owner of the land. And I get that concern. But let me just say that, I mean, you can still do anything with landscaping. You can put a fence, you can do all those things that you would pretty much do if you own the land. The benefit of this program is that when you purchase it, the value of the land, which many times could be 10 to 20%, depends on the price point. You can actually you get that subtracted from the price. So for example, let's say a home that's the market price is $200,000, right? You could buy a home for $160,000, right? Your mortgage would be lower, so your payments. Oftentimes with this program, you don't pay private mortgage insurance, even if you don't do the 20% that most banks would require for you not to pay the PMI. If you don't put that, let's say you do 5% or 10% or 3 or whatever, oftentimes you don't pay PMI because the value of the land is already removed. And so, but you have value, you have to use they use that value. So anyways, most of the time you don't pay for PMI, which if you buy a regular home, that could be from 100 to $200, depending on your credit, depending on the house. So it's just, I think it's a program that you should at least give it a chance and look more into it, and see if something that would work for you. But now I want to kind of go through some questions and kind of show you what you could expect from this First Homes program. So let's go check it out. All right, so here is the First Homes website, and they have a lot of really good information in here. So again, what is a community land trust? So the community land trust helps low and moderate income families benefit from the equity built through homeownership, and at the same time preserve the affordability of these homes so the future residents will have the same affordable homeownership opportunities. So one of the things that I like about this program is their goal is not just to like make all this money selling homes and that's it. No, they want people to achieve their dream of home ownership, to be able to buy a home that's in good condition, that's a nice home, that's safe, right? Safety is very important, obviously, and so they want to make sure that if you buy a first homes property, that you're buying a good house. And so, they talk about they want to provide individual and families access to owning a home or otherwise denied because either they're lower income or down payment access. So for this program, for you to qualify, there are some income limits for it, but if you qualify, again, I just think it's a great program. They want to retain the public's investment for housing, and they want to preserve affordability of housing permanently. So how do you get approved for a loan? So there's several lenders here in Rochester that will work with this program. Not every lender does. So you would want to make sure you click this lenders list, and I'll have the link of this First Homes. It's firsthomes.org. I'll have the link on the video description below so you can check that out. But yeah, you just want to make sure you're working with a lender that will be able to help you if you decide to go with this program. Is there a down payment assistance option? So there definitely is. There's some through Minnesota Housing, and then there's another nonprofit here in town called Three Rivers Community Action, and through them you could potentially get more. So anyways, down payment assistance shouldn't be an issue. They have options. So what about taxes? So if you buy a first home's property, you're still gonna pay property taxes. Um, and you're still gonna have a portion of that mortgage that's tax deductible. Talk to your accountant. And so those benefits, or that's still similar to like when you buy a normal house. So the other question is, what is the ground lease? So ground lease is a monthly payment made by the homeowner to first homes that allows the homeowner to secure long-term rights to the land and the house it sits on. So therefore, homeowners have exclusive use of the land, and they have full responsibility of the property and its upkeep. So you still have to mow the lawn, you have to shovel snow, do all that fun stuff, and you still have access to the land where the property sits. So that's great. There is a fee for the ground lease. I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but I want to say it's maybe um, 20, maybe $50 or something. It's not that much, honestly, really, but there is a fee for that. How does the CLT homeownership work? So essentially, it removes the market value. The CLT essentially removes the market value of the land from the pricing equation for the home, making it more affordable, which we kind of talked about already. It keeps ownership of the land the house sits on, and leases the use of that land to the homeowner. Purchasing a CLT home requires the homeowner to sell to another low to moderate income household. So one of the things I like about this program is, you buy a house, you benefit from it however long you want to live in it, and then when you sell the house, it's going to be sold to someone else that kind of meets the same criteria, someone that's looking for their first home, or maybe not the first home, but they're low income, right? So it's kind of a program that you're able to help other people when you sell as well. So I think that's really cool. And CLT homeowners maintain the ability to build equity, pass on the home to their heirs, and receive applicable federal and property tax deductions. So you definitely build equity with this program. Um, one thing I would want to clarify would be, when you get equity, part of that is yours, and then there's another portion that will be part of first home. So this would be a great question to ask, and kind of like get more information on, because I know you don't get 100% of it, but it's still not a bad deal here. So how does CLT homeownership compare to conventional homeownership? Great question. So the similarities: so you have a mortgage with a bank, you accumulate equity, you pay property taxes, you can make alterations and improvements. Obviously, if you were gonna do like an addition or something big to the house, you're like modifying the property for something big like that, probably not a bad idea to let them know. And obviously you still want to get permits, like anytime you're doing something big to your house, you obviously want to have permits and do it all correctly, so it's done right. And then when you sell, you don't have issues. The homeowner can make alterations. Yeah, we went through that. The homeowner receives federal tax deductions and mortgage interest and property taxes. Okay, so we went through all that. Differences: so the purchase price is lower, which is awesome, especially now that interest rates are higher. The lower the price or your mortgage, the better, right? And you're not purchasing the land, right? Generally, the buyer does not pay PMI, which is a huge win. And the CLT owns the land, the homeowner leases the land. So we kind of talked about this, but I think sometimes the more you hear something, it'll make more sense. Or you'll remember it. So the benefits: affordability, community, knowledgeable staff. So if you ever have issues or need help or whatever, even though you own the home, you're responsible for it. You can always reach First Homes, and they have contractor relationships that they can share with you, I'm sure. And it's just good community there. Here it talks about the process for selling. So once you decide, hey, you've lived in the house for several years, you want to sell the house, so then you would contact them, um, and then you would need to get an independent appraisal to establish the market value of the home. And then essentially, you would basically just meet with them. They would help you. So First Homes has a real estate agent that will help. Whenever you're gonna sell your home, they're the ones that will help you. It won't be just any realtor. It has to be a realtor that works for them, because it's a different process, and they need to help you with that. So when you're ready to sell, you'll contact them, and they'll help you with that. Um, and then here's some other questions. So can I make improvements on my CLT home? So yes, when making improvements to your home might require building permits from the city which you live. Upgrade improvements that require permits are plumbing, electrical, HVAC. So this would be, you do the same thing even if it wasn't a First Homes. And then they'll need a copy of first homes will need a copy of permits before the work is started. And they just want to make sure that things are done right because they want these homes to be well taken care of. And then, does the CLT ever sell the land? So you will not be able to purchase the land on which your home is built. At First Homes, we provide or they provide, because I'm not, by the way, I'm not part of First Homes. I'm a realtor here in town. I just think it's a great program and that's why I'm sharing it. So, but I don't work there. First Homes, they provide a 99-year renewable land lease. So, I mean, if you lasted that 99 years, that'd be awesome, right? You'd be awesome. Yeah. So, but as the house is truly their own. It provides the homeowners with the same permanence and security as a conventional buyer, and they can use the land in the same way as any other homeowner. So basically, when you buy a home, you lease the land for 99 years, which the average person, homeowner, usually sells their home between 5 to 7 years. So most likely, you probably won't stay the 99 years. So, what happens to the CLT land? The CLT's land and lease agreement if the CLT is dissolved. So if First Homes is dissolved and ownership of the land is transferred, the new owner is obligated to honor the long-term lease agreements between First Home and its homeowners. Should the land ever be offered to a non-charitable buyer, the resident has the right of first refusal to buy the land. So basically, most likely this is not gonna happen. But if they ever dissolved the ownership of First Home, the land will be transferred to whoever the new owner is, and that new owner needs to honor the contract, that 99-year lease. So you would be fine. And if for some reason First Home's like, you know what, there's this house and you own it, and they want to like just sell it to someone that's not a nonprofit or it's not a community land trust, then they'll give you the first right or option for you to buy it, and they would probably want you to just buy it because they want you to stay in that home. So these are some questions on their website. I mean, obviously, I'm making this video to help to share this information. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you, or you can also reach out to First Homes. Now, I want to show you kind of an example of a First Homes property so you can kind of see what it could look like. All right, so this is a property. This property sold. It's a townhome, right? It sold for 147,000 in December of 2021, so 7-8 months ago. So let me just kind of show you. Looks like a nice townhome. Um, let's see here. So let's go on the inside. So the pictures are not the best. They're kind of dark, so it's hard to see. But it's decent kitchen. Appliances look nice. Um, Nice fixtures. It's hard to see the details because again the pictures are dark, but overall it looks like a very nice home, very nice property. See nice tile in the bathroom. Um, 2-car garage. So this property sold for 147,000, but they could have easily sold this house for closer to 200. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 2-car stall garage. Actually here, if you see seller contribution 39, so the value of the land, if I'm correct, would be closer to 39. So again, the value of this house is about 200,000. So whoever bought this house, is paying a mortgage on 147. So they're saving a lot of money, because they're buying through this program. I have a good friend of mine that bought a First Homes property in 2011, and she's lived in that property since then. It's close to where she works. It was very affordable at the time when she bought it. And again, I'm just a big fan of this program. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I hope you found this video helpful. And best of luck with your home search and your home buying. Thanks.